What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Thursday morning, just sitting here folding up some clothes and getting a couple things ironed as well. And then I'm going to head out to the gym. And then I'm going to go and do a little bit of Christmas shopping. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because a couple of friends of mine have been asking me about Christmas tips for their children's. Now, as far as I'm concerned, obviously I have no children's. But subsequently, a lot of commercials that's been running lately. Like I said, it gets worse and worse every year in terms of the amount of commercials and the endorsements for a lot of these video games. Now, when I was growing up, I had an Atari 7800. It had 5 games, shrink wrapped on it, and it was only $59.99. That's a pretty good deal. Nowadays, you got these game systems that are running $499.99. And then you have these other types of gifts, $2,000 watches, $5,000 golf clubs. And everybody is just simply maxing out their credit cards. So the great one is going to let you know not to go into debt over Christmas, period. There is way too much debt already as it is. The fact of the matter is a lot of people up there are maxing out their credit cards when they're already in debt and they're living paycheck to paycheck. And then they go and apply for other credit cards and cash loans and cash advances and car loans and put a second mortgage on their houses, all for Christmas. All for Christmas. Even Santa Claus said hell no to it. Why do you think he made those little wooden toys and shit? You know what I'm saying? Do you see him making a Xbox One or something like that? No. He makes wooden crafts. So here's my advice for your children. If your child is under the age of 8, why go and spend $500 for an Xbox One when you can go down to the pawn shop and spend $50 for a device called a GameCube by Nintendo? And you can get 20 games for maybe $1 or $2 a piece. And your little children's can play to their heart's consent. And while you're at it, you can go and get yourself some golf clubs. My personal favorite is Schlesinger's. You can get those cheap. After all, why do you need to spend $5,000 for golf clubs when you can't even play worth a shit? You can either spend $5,000 for golf clubs and not play worth a shit, or you can just spend $100 for golf clubs and still not play worth a shit. Period. Everyone should be doing their Christmas shopping at a pawn shop or at a fucking Goodwill. Because it's a whole lot better than going into debt. And if you continue to spend that way, chances are you will be living behind a Goodwill store, digging out of garbage cans like Oscar the Grouch. This nonsense must cease. You cannot go into debt just for the sake of Christmas. Now, I'm not going to get into an argument as far as the real meaning of Christmas. You got people that celebrate Hanukkah. You got people that celebrate Kwanzaa. You got some atheists that don't celebrate shit. But that's not the point. The whole point is, regardless as to what holiday you celebrate, everything has something in common. And that commonality is the fact that everyone is spending all of their fucking hard-earned money, maxing out their credit cards, and getting cash advances for one day of the year. Use some common sense when you're shopping for Christmas presents for your children's and for your family. If your kid ain't that old, Get them something even older. Like I said, a Nintendo GameCube would suffice with 25 games. Because here's the thing. You can spend $500 for that game system. But you're going to be pumping out $50 for every game. You know, and those systems don't even come with games. They don't even come with 2 joysticks. Heck, my Atari 7800 came with 2 joysticks and 2 paddles that I got from the pawn shop for $350. All right? Cheap. I wasn't messing around even when I was a kid when it came to money. And I don't mess around today. A lot of you people up there messing around and spending up all your hard-earned money for your children's and for the rest of your family. And this nonsense must cease. Think before you buy. Okay? And that's all I got to say today, people. You guys take care. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, whatever the fuck holiday that you celebrate. Bye.